thought I'd share with you a really easy, quick tip on how to achieve stripes in your brush lettering. So I'm using the grid paper from my grid practice pad. It's right on, and you can pick that up in KellyCreatesStore.com. My Dream Pen has 2 tips. I'm going to use a larger end, and I have my multicolor small brush tip pen. I'm also going to use the Dream Pen in Sunset and my Fire fine liner. So you can do stripes with either brush pen or a fine liner. And a really simple way to do it is just write your word first. So I'll write the word ocean. I should write the word sky actually, because this is the sky pen. So here's the word ocean, and remember, you need your thick and thin lines. You need your thick lines nice and thick to create the stripes. And then I'm going to take my multicolor small brush tip pen. It comes in 3 colors, and this is called ocean. So I guess that makes more sense or not. And I'm going to just go over my downstrokes only with a thick line. And so I'm going to push down in the center of this stroke, like this, in the center here. Ooh, that's not quite the center. Anyway, the center here, and push down, because I want a thick line in the center of these thick downstrokes. But you can use a fine liner, and I'll show you how. Try to stay in the center. Don't do what I'm doing. This E is a bit off. Because otherwise it'll turn into a shadow, which is fine, but it's not the tutorial that I want to give you. Okay, that's a little bit better. And this would be fun actually for any kind of a playful theme. You could create a stripe. And that's all there's to it. Just going down the center of your thick downstrokes. Well, okay, some of these are a little bit off. But if you want to add the shadow line, you can actually go on just the side, but I wanted the stripe effect to look like that. Now let's try another stripe effect. I'm going to use the Sunset Dream Pen. I'll use the large tip, because remember, I want those really thick lines, and that Fire fine liner. And I know, I'll just write the word sunset, just like the pen. So S, like this. I actually struggle with this, that S. I usually do my S differently. Push down, get those nice thick downstrokes. And you know why you want them thick. So if I was to critique this, I'll tell you right now, I don't like the spacing right here. This is too far off to the left. And that's probably why I don't often use that pen. And then I'm going to do the same idea with this stripe, except now I'm going to use a fine liner, and I will just draw that thin line. But if you have shaky hands, remember, you kind of want to stay pretty steady for this. Just take your time and just try to be confident with it. You know, practice first. And going downwards is helpful. Like, I would not draw upwards in an upward line, because naturally our hands are steadier in a downward motion. Well, usually. I mean, if you're different, you're different, but usually that's the case. And there's the E and the T, like this. So there we have a kind of a less dramatic stripe, but it is still there. And you know what? I mean, play around with colors. You can do any color you like. Actually, so one more thing I'll just mention is you could take this up a notch, and you could draw an outline like this and create a stripe like that. That's a little bit more interesting with the fine liner, because it is fine. You can achieve that. But with the brush pen, I probably wouldn't do that. This would be good with the word, this kind of looks funky. I like this. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Sometimes you discover things, and that's just it. You discover things while playing around. Okay, that should be a little bit rounder. And often, you know what? I'll be writing a video for Instagram, and I'll suddenly think, oh, I'm gonna do this. And then I'll have that cool effect. So you just need some creative time to you know, get that together. So I could leave it like this, which is kind of cool for that stripe, or I could actually add another line upwards for all the upstrokes. You think I should do that? I think I'm gonna leave it. Maybe that's a bit too fussy. But like I said, you can choose any color you like. Here is a turquoise. I'll just fast forward this and I will add a blue line with the turquoise and see how that looks. There you have that stripe effect with two different colors. I don't know if you can see that in this light, but they're all really kind of fun ways to add some interest to your lettering. So I hope you give these a try and breathe, write, and relax. Thanks for watching.